welcome back to my channel. Marina here. As always, I'm excited to come to you in another video. If it's your first time here, you're welcome. My name is Marina. I'm a Nigerian Canadian and I live in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. On this channel, I share information to make settling into life in Canada seamless for newcomers and foreign trained professionals. So do well to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification so you know every time I upload new content. To my returning subscribers, thank you as always for joining me in today's video. You guys, so today I decided to talk about this because everywhere I looked on social media this past week, different people were talking about this. And the conversation that we're going to have today is about loneliness in Canada and how I manage loneliness in Canada. Everywhere I looked on social media this week, everybody was talking about it. I don't know what happened, I don't know what triggered it, but everybody was talking about loneliness, especially in Canada. There were many Twitter threads, there were a couple of Twitter spaces where people were talking about if you're going to move, make sure you move with your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, so that you don't come here and you're alone, because loneliness is a real thing. Like, people in Canada were sharing their experiences of loneliness and how it can be. And I thought, you know what, this is not something that a lot of people admit. This is not something a lot of people talk about on YouTube. So today I'm going to be telling you about this side of Canada that a lot of people don't talk about, this side of Canada a lot of people don't want to confront. The people who are interested in moving here don't want to hear it. The people who are here can't share about it. So today we're going there. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys about the whole idea of loneliness in Canada, coming from somebody who moved here with husband and children. So if you want to learn more about this, don't go anywhere, keep watching. So like I said, a lot of the opinions that are flying out there is if you're interested in moving to Canada, you're better off moving with a spouse. I agree with that to a very large extent, because moving to a new country, if you're an OG on this channel, you know that I always say this: moving from one country to another is a major life event. And really, why do you want to do that alone if you can be two? Why do you want to do that by yourself if you can get help from somebody else? So that's an advantage of moving here with a spouse, with children and things like that. On the other hand, when people talk about this thing, it now sounds like if you move here with a spouse, you move here with your boyfriend or girlfriend or fiancé or whatever it is, it automatically cures loneliness. That was the idea that was getting thrown around on social media this past week. And that's the major reason why I'm talking about this. You guys, marriage is not a cure for loneliness. That's the truth. It is not always a cure for loneliness. Sometimes in the married relationship, husband and wife, you both can't get enough of each other. Some other times, you cannot wait to get away from each other. That's the reality of marriage. Marriage has different seasons. There'll be seasons where things are not so rosy, where things will be rocky, to be like both of you can't stand each other. And there'll be other seasons where it's like you're newlyweds, you can't get enough of each other. So if you're depending on a spouse, you're depending on the boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever it is to cure you of your loneliness because you have now moved to a place like Canada, you are going to be in for a major shocker. That's the reason why I'm talking about this. As somebody who moved here married, I still experience loneliness. Okay, and today I'm just going to be sharing with you guys a few of the things that I have done, a few methods that I have adopted that is helping me cope with life in this place. In fairness, guys, I've lived in Canada for 6 years and it's getting a lot better. And the reason why is because outside of my primary circle, outside of my nuclear family, I've been able to build other systems that I can step away from my family and go into these other places or go into these other relationships and be able to have fun with or without my family, right? But for somebody who's new, where you have not had the time to build those other circles, build other support systems for yourself, what can you do to manage loneliness? The first thing that I would emphasize is community. You guys know that I'm very people-oriented, I'm very family-oriented. I will always encourage you to find other people, find like-minded people, and start to build relationships with. Because really, guys, at the end of the day, there's only so much that you can do inside your house. And with Canada and the prolonged months of winter, with you being trapped inside your house because it gets crazy cold outside, or with the reduced hours of sunshine that comes with winter, some of those things can take a toll, and there's only so much you want to do inside your house. the importance of community is that you will have other people, you'll be able to step out of your house. Sometimes just being able to get out of your house and go and breathe the air somewhere else, I've seen the difference. It has happened to me, especially now that I work from home. So I'm literally cooked inside my house from morning till night. On Saturday, I want to do something outside the house because I mean, that's literally what I do the whole week, right? So just having that other place to go outside your house where you can go and do something different, just go and breathe another kind of air. You guys, it's therapeutic. I can tell you for free because that I have experienced it firsthand. So build systems, build communities around you. How can you meet these people? If you're a Nigerian and you're very big on meeting other Nigerians, they're everywhere. I don't know what city you will go to that you will not find another person who's from a similar culture. That's where you want to start from. Right? If you're a Christian, your church is a great place to start to build these relationships. If you're a Muslim, the mosque is a great place, or whatever other religion that you practice, your place of worship is a great place that you can start to meet people. And then, of course, the open door societies in different cities, they have like activities that they do, that they invite newcomers for. If you go for those activities, go for those festivals and those events, you'll be able to meet other newcomers as well, and you can build relationships. No matter what it is, just make sure that you're consciously trying to build these new relationships with other people, okay? Invest in community. Don't isolate yourself, because the days where you will need other people, you will be alone. You can only get what you give. If you show friendliness, you will get friendliness. Okay, so don't isolate yourself. Try to invest in these communities and pursue healthy relationships. Okay, another thing you can do is to consciously set time apart to play. The typical routine of a newcomer in Canada is I land. The first 2 weeks, I'm trying to set up a home, pay your rent, buy a car, furnish the house, and next thing, boom, you're looking for a job. And then you get into the workforce and you get into that rat race of wake up in the morning, go to work. If you have kids, pick your kids, it's school, drop them off. Like your routine just becomes a triangle, or before you know it, you're only driving in particular areas of your city that is within what you do. And before you know, it's been years and you have not taken time to explore what is around you. You have not taken time to explore the city that you live in. You don't have time where you just set aside to play and have fun. You must be intentional about that. Sometimes, I've said this many times on this channel, just take some time, drive around the city, look for the fun spots, look for the fun things that happen around you. Go out and explore those things. Okay, go out and explore those things. You must intentionally set time to play. You must set aside time to play, be goofy, just play. Some of these things can cost you money depending on what fun means to you. That's something you can impute into your family budget. If it's to put aside, say, you know what, I'm going to set aside $200 or $100 a month for just fun activities. If it's to go and see a movie, if it's to go out and just anything. Saskatoon, for instance, there are a lot of things that we can see, especially in the summer, where it's okay for you to go out, where it's okay for you to just go and set up, have picnics in the parks with friends, take a card game, take your Ludo game, go to the park, spread a blanket and play it there. The feel is going to be different from when you're doing that thing inside your house. Honestly, I have found that sometimes I do the same thing that I'm doing inside my house, but just doing it outdoors, just doing it where you can see other people, doing it from a park where you're sitting on a lush green park, just watching other people have fun and breathing in fresh air. It is so different, guys. It is so different. So that's something to explore, to just exhale. Sometimes you can get tired of the air, the cooked air inside your house. Just go out, go and breathe, be able to have fun. Guys, when we talk about loneliness, people assume that being alone is equal to loneliness. It's not true. It's not true. Personally, I enjoy my own company. Yes, I'm weird like that. I can stay inside my house from morning till night by myself and I am not lonely at all. I can have full conversations with myself, even though my husband thinks I'm crazy. I can have conversations by myself, just sit down and think aloud. Replay the thoughts in my head and say it out loud. Sometimes I respond to myself. When I think some things in my heart, I respond out loud. I don't know who else does this. If you're like me and you can have conversations by yourself, please leave it in the comment section. I need to know at this point that I'm not mad and I'm not alone, okay? I enjoy my own company to the point where I can stay inside my house, just have conversation, have fun by myself. So being alone is not the same thing as being lonely. Loneliness can happen even when you are in the midst of plenty people. Loneliness can happen in a marriage. You can be lonely even with crowds around you. So one fundamental thing that you want to do to tackle the idea of loneliness is finding the things that you enjoy doing by yourself. If no other person is coming, would you be able to do this thing and have fun at it? You want to start to find those activities. We all have it. We all have that place where we retreat to and it feels like, oh my God, this is my sane place. This is my safe place. This is a place where I just want to breathe and be myself. Find those activities that fuel that part of you. Find the things that fuel you by yourself. Not the one that you have to depend on other people to do, because anything can happen. The lockdown will always be my example of the fact that anything can happen. Anything can happen. Like the world can shut down, like we have seen it shut down before. And if you were in that situation, would your life stop? No, it shouldn't. So find the things that you enjoy doing by yourself. Start to enjoy your own company. Start to find the things that fuel you without dependence on other people. Guys, that is how I have managed the idea of loneliness in Canada. At the end of the day, you might enjoy your own company, but you come to that point where we all crave that interaction from other people. We crave interactions outside of our primary circles. We crave interactions outside of our nuclear circles. That's where the importance of community comes in. So build those relationships where you have people you can call on to say, hey, you know what, today I just feel like let's go out and do something fun, and those people are available. Plan it. Intentionally plan it. If you have to plan it ahead because people are working and you have to coordinate schedules, plan it ahead, but be intentional about planning those things. That's what I advise. One other thing that I'm consciously trying to do is to build relationships outside of my Nigerian culture. So yes, for those of you who are new here, I'm Nigerian, like I said. So my primary interactions right now, my primary relations right now are strongest within the Nigerian community. And one thing I'm consciously trying to do is to try to build relationships with people outside of my culture, just to expand my view, just to expand my knowledge of certain things, understand other people's culture and let them learn about your own culture as well. That way, you have things to look up, you have things to look forward to, you have fun things to read about. So yeah, relationship, at the end of the day, all of the things that I've said here revolve around relationships. Organize stuff, organize like games nights. You guys will see my vlogs where I get together with other families just to cook and have drinks and have games and things like that. Guys, those things are therapeutic. I'm telling you the truth. Like just gathering with other people, even if it's in your house, the air is so different. So it all comes back to relationship. It comes back to the importance of community. It comes back to the importance of building those healthy relationships around you, people you can lean on and they can lean on you as well. So all those things I cannot overemphasize. The importance of relationship, the importance of community. That's how you're going to overcome loneliness. It's not marriage that will be the cure, because there are people who came into Canada married. As I'm talking to you today, some of them are separated. There are people who come into Canada in shaky relationships. By the time they land in Canada, relationships scatter. So it was not a function of did they come alone or did they come with somebody. Sometimes when you come here, if something's already wrong with your relationship and you don't intentionally try to fix that, this country is just going to help you dabaru the relationship. So a relationship that was on one leg, Canada will help you scatter the one leg. Before you know, you're on the ground. So marriage is not the solution to loneliness. It is not who you come here with that will determine whether you'll be lonely or not. If you come here with a shaky relationship, Canada will help you shake it until it scatter. That's the truth. I'm laughing, but that's actually the reality on ground. So whatever you're doing, just be investing in healthy relationships, including that of your spouse. If you and your spouse cannot find fun things to do together, that's where friendship comes in actually. It's not every day we'll feel like friends. It's not every day we'll feel like laughing. It's not every day we'll feel like gisting. But both of you just make sure that you are consciously investing in the friendship aspect of your relationship, because that's what's going to keep it going on the days where things are rough. I've said this thing so many times. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir. You guys already know this by now. But if you're new here, that's what I stand for. And you want to check out the older videos that I've made, especially videos with my spouse, you understand some of these things that I'm referring to. Okay, so community, absolutely important. You guys, so speaking of community, I've been struggling with this idea for a while. I thought about it and I ran it past a couple of people and they were like, of course, go for it. I thought it would be a great idea for us to get together this summer as Marina Esiri family in Saskatoon. It would be great to meet as many of you as I possibly can. I know that within the last 18 months to 2 years, there has been a large inflow of new Nigerians into Saskatoon. Some of you email me, some of you I meet you in church, some of you I run into you in Superstore, and shout out to those of you who always come around to say hi. It's always such a pleasure when I meet you guys. And I thought maybe we can intentionally get together, like everybody who's a friend of the Marina Esiri channel in Saskatoon can come together. Everybody who's a part of this family, let's all just come together and have a nice time to wine, to dine, to just have conversations. Let's talk about these things. My goal for this in the long run is to build communities where it does not have to revolve around me. I cannot respond to everybody. I cannot answer all the questions, but we can build communities where we can connect you to the people who can answer your questions. So if you have questions that Marina can't answer, Marina is linking you up with somebody, building communities, other people who can answer that question at a go. So that's what my goal for all of this is. It's not just for me to tell you how to settle into Canada or Saskatoon or wherever it is you live, and then when you get there, that's the end. When you get here, that's the end. The communication is lost, right? I'm trying to keep those lines of communication open. I'm trying to keep that community open. So that's what I'm trying to do with this. And this get together is going to be the first of many by the grace of God. So if you're in Saskatoon and you are around Saskatoon, you're in the environs, and you'll be interested in I don't know what to call it, maybe like a meet and greet or a hangout with Marina Esiri. If you're interested in that, there's going to be a Google form in the description box of this video. Please fill out your name and your correct details in that form, and we would be contacting you to discuss next steps. Please, if you're not in Saskatoon, or you know that you would not be able to make it down here for the meetup, please do not fill out the form. Please, it's just going to help me manage logistics, so we know what kind of venue we're getting and how many people we're preparing for. So if you're not going to be here, if you're in Nigeria, please don't fill the form. If you're not going to be, I'm considering the month of July, sometime in the month of July, to have the hangout. So if you know that this is not something that you can manage at this time, please do not fill the form. If you're absolutely sure that you can make it one of the weekends in the month of July, and it's something that you can accommodate, that you'll be interested in, there will be the form in the description box. Please fill that out so that we can start to build these communities and get it going. This is going to be the first of many. Like I said, if you cannot make this one, there will be other opportunities, because honestly guys, I really want to keep those connections going. I really want to keep that connection going, so that when you come, you're going to be in a community. You're going to be with people who are like-minded, people who can give you advice, wholesome advice, people who are not going to be in competition with you. It's going to be a case of we're all working towards a common goal, and everybody wants to see the other person succeed. That's the kind of community that I want the Marina Esiri family to be, and that's what I'm trying to build, starting with this get together. Okay, so please fill out the Google form in the description box. Hopefully if all of this goes well, we will not be talking about loneliness in our community, because there will always be something to do. There will always be somebody to lean on, and nobody ever has to be alone. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope you learned a thing or two from it. For those of you who already live in Canada and you have experienced some bouts of loneliness, please share in the description box, how did you overcome it? What are you doing to make sure you don't get lonely? If you don't live in Canada, you move from your home country to another country, what are you doing to keep yourself active, to build these relationships and make sure you're not lonely? Please share that in the description, in the comment section. Please share that in the comment section so that other people can learn from you as well. Well, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, a large percentage of those of you who watch my videos are still not subscribed. I am asking you, I'm begging you, I'm pleading with you to please subscribe to our channel so that our family can grow even more. Well, thank you again for watching this video, guys, and until I come your way in the next one, it is Marina saying thank you and have an awesome day. Bye, guys.